Hello, everybody, and it's Terry, and welcome to my channel. And this is another live walkthrough and looking at some things. Today is Sunday, December 13th, and we had our iOS virtual meeting today. And this was held at Hauserman's Orchids, which was fun. So we all met as a group, and one of our members, Joel, gave a talk about habanarias. He actually works at Hauserman's. It was from Hauserman's. And then we all split up into smaller groups where smaller rooms, because it's a Zoom. And I was in one room. I led one room, and those rooms were about 30 minutes long. And so I more or less babbled on for 30 minutes. Did get a few questions, very good questions, in fact. Mostly about winter treatment of my orchids, as far as the temperature that I maintain them in the wintertime. And I explained to them how I used to, in years prior, I would just house my orchids or warehouse them, more or less, keeping my heater just running barely, keeping my greenhouse about 50 degrees, but not watering them at all, more or less forcing them into dormancy, which they slow down anyway. But I did this blanketly to my whole collection, only watering maybe once a month. And so last year, I started, if I don't trip, I started keeping my heater warmer and watering more diligently, fertilizing more, and things have definitely improved. My plants look a lot happier. They are progressing. The roots are still on the plant. I will soon have these flowers to share with you. This is, of course, my Aranthes Peyrati, which this is a repeat bloom for me. These are sequential bloomers off of the spike. You can already see that it's going to be a very glossy green chartreuse looking flower. And there's probably another bud down there to come after that one gets done, most likely. Yeah, that right there is another flower bud. Same goes for this spike. You can see that right there where my finger is touching. That's another bud. And this one will be opening any day soon. This is my Epidendrum laterale. Laterale named because the spikes start vertically, and then as they begin to open, they turn laterally. You can see they're coming down. That's why it's called Epidendrum laterale. Yeah. So that's what I had today. Had my iOS meeting, and since it was a Christmas party, they did a raffle. And lo and behold, I won a raffle. I won a plant. It was a Cattleya Potnara cross. I believe it was Potnara Wayne Compton. Anywho, that's exciting. That is exciting. And these foul buds are slowly taking their time. But this is the Laturia that I repotted in my yesterday's Orchid a Day video. Some might say that it is slightly overpotted, but I'm giving it a little bit room to grow because I don't want to repot it. Hopefully I won't have to repot it for a few more years. Hopefully. So yeah, it was a good meeting. And the other thing that I was going to announce, that I'll have to announce again because I need to put a picture up, but this plant right here, if you don't remember, it bloomed. This Stanhopea, it won Plant of the Month. So that was another great thing for me, that this was announced that it was Plant of the Month for December. So yay. Yeah. So that was exciting. That's twice since this summer that I've got Plant of the Month. Quite an honor for the iOS since it's very much a competitive, lots of good growers with a lot of experience. Joel, who gave the talk today, said he joined the iOS in 1980. So you can do the math there. And this is just beautiful color. Even that touch of gold down there in the lip, that striping down there. And this is still shy, slow to open. So yeah, that was exciting to get Plant of the Month again. And soon I will have more blooms. Here is some buds on this Cattleya right here. And then these buds that I've been showing are showing themselves more so, and it looks like it's going to be a very nice cluster of flower buds. Nice. Still a bit to go. But that's going to be a nice cluster. That is my chocolate drop times Cernua. Sits up there. The other question that I was asked was about my shade cloth, because people were noticing that I still have my shade cloth up. And yeah, they are right. I have been thinking about that, and I really need to pull it off because especially in these gray days, these orchids need as much light as they can get, especially some of these higher light loving orchids like these Brassavolas that are here and my Dendrobium Latorias that are right here. They really ought to be setting up spikes or showing something. I think this one does have some new growths. Yeah, there's new growths here and here, but no flowers yet. So we will see. And this one, I'm still holding out hope that it's going to survive. It's still got the leaves at the top, although the base of the cane, I don't see any growths, no roots. There was a new growth, but it blasted. So I'm still hoping that that's going to be okay. Yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much all I've got going on for real. You know, this is still going to be a while. That's probably going to be not until the new year where that's going to be open, that Oncidium. So, yeah. So yeah, this is just a short video. Just a short video. Oh, let me look at one more thing over here, which is I showed this in my update. This is my Epi Nocturnum, and I had found those growths that had, well, yeah, here it is. You can see it even further now, that green part that's in there that is pushing forth a spike, as is this one over here. You can see that on the side there, right there. And that takes forever. Literally, it will be doing that forever. So probably in a couple months, maybe if I'm lucky, we'll see buds. Hopefully. Very slow to produce. Very, very slow. So that's pretty much all that's coming on. These Phalaenopsis are pushing forward still. You can see the buds forming. I've already pointed that one out. That bud right there will still has a lot of swelling up to do, but you can see the that dark stripe at the around the edge of that. That's indicative of the color inside. Yeah, you can see that down there. It's like a harlequin. So it's got that purple maroon in there. So yeah, of course this is still lens. This was actually the highlight. People were fascinated with my lens and wanted me to show it off to them. I always think this is such a diminutive plant, although historically to me it's very significant because it's extinct in the wild. So you can't really find it anymore in its native environment because it's been over collected. And plus it's that environment has been raked just through industrialism, where the rainforests are being depleted for their resource. So, but anyway, that's pretty much about it for me. Hopefully everybody is having a great weekend. That's pretty much it. But in any event, I will be back on soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy your orchids.